Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are taking a look at Morgan Stanley's recently released list of their top 24 global stocks for 2024. Before we get started, I had a few things that I wanted to go over. And first and foremost, this video is not financial advice, and the estimated upside targets reflect the opinion of Morgan Stanley analysts and not my own. Something you should be aware of as well is that several of the stock tickers that I will mention in this presentation are listed in the US OTC or over-the-counter markets. Trading and investing in OTC markets incurs increased risk to the investor, so please do your research and only invest capital that you can afford to lose. Now, there are two major risks to OTC markets. The first is that there are many stocks and many companies that are more risky because the standards for listing yourself on the OTC market are just lower. So there's more potential for shoddy companies, potentially fraudulent companies, things like that. But we are looking at global companies, so we don't have to worry too much about that. The second risk is much more important and prevalent in what we're talking about, and that is just the lower volumes that tend to occur on OTC markets. So since many of these stocks are international stocks, if you are trying to trade them on American markets, you will use these OTC stocks as a way to buy them, and potentially there is such a low volume that if you were to buy the stock with a market order, you could end up paying $1, $2, $10, $100, potentially more than you expected to because there is no liquidity. So please always make sure to investigate the stock that you're buying. Make sure there's enough liquidity there for you to make the purchase that you want to make, and always enter your orders with a limit order so that you know the price that you would be filled at. Also related to that, any non-US stock that I show on a price chart will be from its native stock exchange. So if that company is a Swedish company, I will be showing it using its chart from the Stockholm Stock Exchange. And that is just because we're going to get more price data. It's going to look a little bit cleaner than using the OTC data. But all of the tickers that I list and underline while going over the stocks will be for the American markets unless I note otherwise. I hope that's not terribly confusing. And finally, of course, I'm going to mispronounce several of these company names. I'm terribly sorry to anybody who knows how these names are pronounced and I just sound awful. I'm terribly sorry to anybody who is offended by how I pronounce these names. But because these are foreign stocks, I'm not necessarily aware of all of them on a day-to-day basis. So I may say some things wrong. So I apologize for that. With that, let's get into number 24, Intel, ticker symbol INTC. This is an American semiconductor company, and don't ask me why, but Morgan Stanley decided to include this stock on their list, even though the estimated upside is only approximately 4%. Intel did have a very solid 2023, though, with a consistent uptrending channel throughout the year that recently broke out quite dramatically at the end of the year. And if we take a look at Morgan Stanley's upside prediction, they expect that the stock will end 2024 at $52.40. At number 23, we have the Walt Disney Company, ticker symbol DIS, and this American movie and entertainment giant has an estimated upside of 17%. In general, Disney did not have a good 2023, but it did break out of this downtrend at the end of the year and is currently forming a flag pattern at around $90. Should the stock break out and go towards Morgan Stanley's estimated price, we could see Disney end 2024 at around $105 per share. RollsRoyce is next on our list, ticker symbol RYCEY, and this company is based in the United Kingdom and is generally an aerospace and defense company with an estimated upside of 19% for the year. RollsRoyce has been on a tear since 2023, nearly tripling just last year alone. If Morgan Stanley's estimated year-end price comes to fruition, we can expect to see the stock end at about £355 per share. At number 21 on the list, we have Seagate Technology Holdings, and I just realized I did not add the ticker symbol, so that is ticker symbol STX. And this is an Irish company that creates technology hardwares, and it has an estimated upside of 19% for the year. The company spent much of 2023 consolidating, but did break out at the end of the year and does have plenty of upside left, as Morgan Stanley predicts that it'll end 2024 at $103 per share. Number 20 on our list is also an Irish company. It's Medtronic, ticker symbol MDT. And this is a healthcare and equipment company that has an estimated 20% upside. Now, Medtronic had quite a volatile 2023. It went sideways for half the year, and then starting in August, it completely collapsed through November, and then recovered quite quickly as well. If Morgan Stanley analysts are correct, we can expect this stock to end 2024 at $99 per share. Next on our list is Sony, ticker symbol SONY, and this is a Japanese consumer electronic company that has 23% upside. The stock is looking at breaking out of a rising wedge pattern that has been in since 2023, and if it does manage to break out, we could see it reach up to 16,500 yen per share by the end of the year. Number 18 is also a Japanese company. This time it's Fanuc Corporation, ticker symbol FANUY. This company operates in the industrial machinery sector and has an estimated upside of 25%. The stock saw a major gap down in August of 2023, and right now it is testing the bottom of that gap, and if it does break out, we could see prices return to its 2023 highs at 5,250 yen per share. At number 17, we have Société Générale, which is a French diversified bank, and Morgan Stanley expects this stock to see 25% upside in the next year. Societe Generale has been quite volatile since March of 2023 when it collapsed quite rapidly, and has since traded sideways for most of the year and is sitting in a consolidation between about 24 and 26 euro per share. But if this company does realize its expected upside, we could see it end the year at about 30 euro per share. Number 16 is another diversified bank. This time it's the Mexican bank Grupo Financiero Banorte, ticker symbol GBOY. And this Mexican bank has an expected upside of 26% for the year. Banorte consolidated for all of 2023 and did finally break out of its all-time high right at the end of December. At the end of 2024, Morgan Stanley analysts expect this company to end at 216 Mexican pesos per share. Number 15 is the Bermudan investment banking and brokerage company Lazard, ticker symbol LAZ, with an expected upside of 30% for 2024. This company spent 2023 in a minor downtrend and is currently sitting right in the middle of a long-term consolidation zone. If this company can break through its downtrend, we could see it go up to test Morgan Stanley's expected end price of $45 per share. NextEra Energy, ticker symbol NEE, is the only utility company on this list, and this American company is expected to see a 31% upside for the year. NextEra Energy had a really bad 2023 and even experienced a waterfall type sell-off in October. The company has recovered nicely though, and if Morgan Stanley is correct, we can expect to see this company end at about $80 per share. Number 13 is Rumo, ticker symbol RUMOF, and this is a Brazilian rail transportation company with an expected upside of 31% for the year. Rumo began 2023 with a nice uptrend and has since consolidated sideways between about 21 and 24 Brazilian reals per share. And if the company is able to break out of this consolidation zone, Morgan Stanley expects the company to end at about 30 Brazilian reals per share. And so that concludes our first part of Morgan Stanley's top 24 global stocks for 2024. If you're reviewing this video fairly quickly after I uploaded it, just know that I will have part 2 uploaded in the next day or two, so I cannot wait to see you there. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel so you do not miss my uploads and you do not miss part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and with that, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.